How do you know what episode it is?
Was it 17 last week? Once you get above like 6 or 7, it's like easy to remember.
It's like simple math.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just like doing like 1 + 1
Like
equals
we're almost
4.
to 20, you know, and then
Is that
we
when
get
you're
to 20,
when you'll do the blue suit?
no,
No.
rather not.
He's gonna do it like episode like
won't even mention it.
94. Just something random.
Yeah, 73.
He's just gonna walk out just like I did and just try to shock us all.
And it's gonna work too.
No, because I'm gonna wait for you to start recording instead of just me being in control. Unless you decide to. But then I'll be suspicious of you if you're like, "Hey, let me be the guy that records today."
Yeah, give me all the stuff.
Let me be the let me do the recording.
I got all.
I'll immediately know.
Yeah,
That's just so obvious of a tell.
Yeah,
like Nick.
So like, here, let me just like casually set up all this stuff.
There's nothing casual about it.
I just go into your room, grab all your shit.
All right, we need to turn on one more set of lights.
Make us be in a cave. You caveman.
I just noticed that you look dark to me, and I know that you're a pale man, so.
Yeah, I look better in the dark.
I can't look dark. The camera's closer than usual. Did you notice that?
I did.
The cat's attacking the fucking
The
cave.
light is also as well.
The light's closer?
It's not a toy, Julian.
But yeah, speaking of cats, dead cats, yeah, that's what is happening basically in our lives.
Dead cats.
Our mom's trusty, faithful feline companion is no longer with us. Well, I went over there, me and Danny did, and it was, clearly torn up, which, how can you not be, No. Like, I would be that way once this guy dies, even though he's being an asshole right now, specifically, and Nick's losing focus because of him. But going to see Mom, I just learned so much about what she's been doing because she lost her marijuana supplier. So now
what?
She is in need of some kush.
How did she lose?
So who fucking knows? But when when I arrived at her house, she informed me that she had ordered weed online, and my first reaction was,
Mother.
Mom. She literally had to pull up the website order with the USPS tracking number. And look, she was like, look, it was like 8 grams. Like, what a weird number. And then of something. And then like 13 grams. Or something. I'm like, these aren't even real weights, Mom. I don't even.
What?
Yeah. She spent like almost $200 on this.
What?
Yeah, they're like shipping. It's like, what is it? THCA is what it is. It's like the one
So
that you can
like
legally sell. Yeah, I'm like, oh, so it's just headache.
The weed they
weed.
have in gas stations. That you can
Yeah.
buy. I mean, now it's legal, which she could have just
Regular. Yeah,
waited.
She like the
because she has plenty. I'm sure still.
Today, yesterday, the Tuesday, the 6th.
Yeah.
Because Joe was like, "Oh, it's finally legal, dude! Fucking $40 for 2.8 grams." I'm like, "Dude, you're not. This isn't a better situation now. This is worse."
It's still that expensive for rec people.
Yeah, well, for everyone.
No, medical is
but
good.
only if you buy that much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where it's $33, and then with tax, it's like 38. You're $40 for fucking
for a couple of grams.
And that's,
dude.
I mean, Joe's paying double.
Like, you're gonna smoke all of that, right?
Well, especially Joe,
yeah,
our friend. I wonder if Joe will ever come on the pod. He wouldn't be very entertaining, but he would. It would just be fun to just lay into him. But
I don't think he would enjoy that.
I don't care if he would enjoy it. he would laugh along. He'd be like, "It's a comedy podcast,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It's a comedy podcast, right, guys?
Yeah, we're all joking.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah.
We're all laughing, guys.
Yeah. What's your son think? Just say it like that too, like not even joking.
Yeah, like, it's just not even a joke.
What do you think he would say?
How does your family feel about that?
Right. You have to go silent.
Just wait. Yeah. Don't even give him the reprieve of like saying anything. Just wait.
Well, he's a 29-year-old man like myself, so it's kind of like it makes me feel kind of better, having him around. It makes me feel like I kind of
I'd be like, Joe,
I'm doing a little better,
Joe, we've been friends for so many years, and it's over. It's done. That the whole thing is done, Joe.
We've already talked about Joe not having money. That doesn't have to be what today's podcast is about.
No. We always lay it as finance. It's just so easy.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is, and he does it to himself.
Yeah,
like I said, he texted me showing me how much he paid, and I'm just like,
Joseph.
If only you knew, my son. If only you knew. You're just overpaying so much. You think this is a good situation. Oh my god. Oh my god, my boy.
Me boy, your asshole is getting reamed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but mom bought the headache weed online, and I don't know when it's supposed to show up, but apparently it's been shipped. So
I'm sure
something was shipped to mom.
She should mix it in with her year-old weed that she still has.
I don't think she has it anymore. I think she actually ran out.
I don't think that's possible.
I think she's been running dry for a while. Our mom's, like I said, she's the hippie Trump lover. She's absurd mental
a fascinating
gymnastics.
Case study.
Yeah,
in the human psyche.
Yeah, where it's like she wants to live off grid, but she's also like, yeah, Trump.
Government, come and tell me what to do.
Yeah,
but also stay away. But come here.
But also, like, if I need you, you need to be there,
right?
You need to be there.
But I don't want you there. I'll shoot you.
Not all the time. But if I need you,
I need you to be here when I want you to be.
Yeah, like boy,
otherwise,
wolf, almost. But yeah,
you know? But don't come in if I don't want you.
Because
we'll take care. We got guns.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason they talked about that when we were there too. They're like,
of course they did.
Mom was like, "When I die, you're taking all the guns." I'm like, "What do you mean? Why are you saying
arsenal?
This? Why are you saying this? What does this statement have to do with anything?" First of all, why are you dying? Why are you mentioning the guns?
She's always mentioning dying.
Or it's like getting the house, like what the guns specifically.
Yeah,
I don't want what.
To sell? Arm full of guns. Here you go.
You think I'm just getting to guns then?
Might keep a gun.
Go to the range?
Yeah, why not?
Well, you keep one for the protection and then be like, why does she have 45 guns?
Well,
she's not a collector.
No, she's not a collector.
She's not a collector. No. I'll tell you that right now. She's a hoarder. She's not a collector.
Firearm enthusiast. She enjoys the ability to end a life whenever she wants.
Yeah, it's psychotic. But she shouldn't have a gun, but she does.
She's got many guns.
She's like the prime example of the American that you're just like,
But she passed all the background checks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's pretty easy to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
just wait for her to be at the right place at the right time, and bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. Well, if you don't get caught with anything before you execute your plan, you're fine. It really, allegedly,
it works. It just works.
Yeah. That's how these people get away with it, because there's no record at first. You just buy a gun at that point, right?
Ever heard of go big or go home?
These people didn't go home.
They don't want to go home. They're like, I'm done going home.
They weren't big enough to stay here.
Like, I saved up my 18 paychecks, and now I could afford a $200 gun. Here we go.
Dude, $200. Remember when that was a lot of money?
When we were kids, that was like just $8 billion today.
Well, like you get like $100 for your birthday and be like, oh,
dude,
buddy.
I'm set literally for the year.
Like, talk about wealth,
bro, you know? Financier over here, dude. I'm gonna stretch my money.
Just like looking at it. Oh man,
crisp.
Look at that. Man, I can buy just so much candy.
I remember Pat one year got me the envelope of all singles for $100.
It's more of a hassle now that you look back at it. Yeah, but it's cool.
But at the time, I was like, "This is so much cash, dude! Just a pile of cash."
Physically,
yeah,
just like the
holy
amount. Shit,
but it's the same exact price. But
it was more of a hassle. It was. We're not going to a strip club. I mean, that would be the main use for like
not as a child. You know, I'm not like.
But it's a big stack. You know,
could have
if you ever got 100 ones. It's
just like
not
quantities
a lot of money.
Yeah, not a lot, but the quantity, but the quantity of it,
massive quantity,
huge quantity, not a lot of quality.
Holding 100 things in your hand,
100 pieces of U.S. currency.
That's like that. That's pretty big.
That's more than some countries' GDP, dog.
If you compress it down, it's like that, but like with the air.
But not compressed.
With the air?
Yeah, it's full air. We're fully aired.
Fully aired. It's like that.
Yeah, stacks of cabbage.
And if I hired an editor, I'd have them do that, but it's not going to happen. So just use your imagination.
Use your imagination, people.
Yeah.
God, what happened to kids these days? Can't use their fucking imagination. See the money expand.
Well, I had the green outfit, so it's kind of like providing the imagination for you.
Chroma keyed the suit.
I chroma keyed for like 10 seconds, where I was just like, "Oh, you can do fun things like this," and then I had like a spinning polka dot thing on me, and then I had like a quick cut to like Logan Paul's apology video, and then a quick cut to the other guy's apology video, the guy that was gay or something, whatever his name was. I can't remember it. Sketch. I don't know who he was, but kids know who he is. And apparently he agreed to being gay, and I was just like, let's just put that in there too.
Why not? Just hip.
Clicks.
Yeah, we're savvy.
So you just see that video on me, just as me. The chroma key worked very well because it took my whole suit and the whole like thing and wire.
Oh, that worked too.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
It took
cool.
it all. So
it just took everything.
When I did like one of these, you just moved. You see, the green screen just continued.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was good. It would probably work with the blue one too.
Yeah.
Just because
as long as it's all solid
blue
color.
screen is the same thing as green screen.
Yeah,
just blue.
It's older. It's the green screen's grandfather.
Is it? It's worse because more things are blue.
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, it sounds right.
You have so much blue on, man.
It's different.
That
colors.
kind of be a pain.
This is
chroma
gray.
Key,
this is
honestly.
Gray.
Well, yeah.
This is kind of dark blue.
We'll get there when we get there. You know.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I've been trying to have to think about how to best do that because it's gonna be a pain in the ass to chroma key as both at the same time.
Yeah,
but I think it's possible.
Yeah, possible, but it could also be a job for like someone else, like on Fiverr.
Yeah. But what if they suck? You know,
they will,
and then they have our crucial, valuable. All right, yeah.
You want to continue?
It's not valuable. This podcast, none of this information. It's not like we're scientists discussing unknown theories and the discoveries that we've made through research.
Well, no, we're not scientists, but we could be.
That's the kind of face that our viewers would make if we did that. They'd be like,
"You're telling me I'm not a scientist?"
Well, are people that are watching this probably not scientists? Unless you're just looking for a good hoot and holler.
Yeah, scientists got to unwind too.
Like Brad, he's a scientist.
He unwinds hard as fuck.
Remember Brad from the Big Lots story, everybody? He was
making a cameo.
He's a scientist, so trust.
Isn't he a microbiologist?
That's right.
Dude's smart.
Allegedly.
So, yeah, I wouldn't believe it. Like, I don't believe it.
He's book smart,
but he's apparently
very book smart.
Yeah.
Tell you what, he can study some equations.
I've never seen the man in a classroom.
Or something.
Like, I guess.
I had first grade with him. Forever was never in a class with him again. But
really?
Yeah,
that was
we
it?
met in first grade and we're friends and never had a class together since.
That's crazy.
And I'm going to his wedding in a few months.
Dang, dude.
What's funny is Joe came over and he was like, "Dude, I haven't gotten the invitation yet." And I was like, "Joe, I've had this for like a month, bro. What do you mean you haven't gotten it?"
It's not coming.
Bro, we all went to a baseball game together. Obviously, you're invited too. We talked about Brad's wedding. You know how awkward that would be if just Joe and his fucking wife weren't invited and they were there?
Well, apparently that's what happened.
You know what's crazy is Joe has a wife and a kid, but
dude's living the dream.
If you knew Joe, it's kind of just weird to just even imagine just that.
He should not have any kind of control over another human
Joe
being.
technically has a family of his own.
Yeah, he does. Isn't that wild? But like, why, Joe? But you know what? It's maybe it's good for.
I just wish I could be around the kid to just inflict my will and my influence upon him, so he actually turns out well.
Well,
because I'll be the cool uncle who he just. Why does he smell like he smells funny? He's always squinting.
You always squint.
He always comes over so sleepy. Uncle Alex is always so tired. I'd be like, "Hey, little
Jimmy,
yeah, little Johnny, little Jamerson,
Bill."
I'll call him Jammers. Yeah. Yeah. Even though his name is not anywhere close to that, I'll call him Jammers, and he'll be like, "Dude, he calls me Jammers, dude. It's like so cool."
Nickname.
Yeah, it's like, what's it mean?
It means we're jamming out, Jammers. God,
it means I saw him in his pajamas, and I was like, quick, easy nickname that I can come up with that he would think is fun, but it doesn't really mean anything in actuality.
But it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's like calling someone Dynamite. Because they're loud,
but it's Jammers.
we call him Dynamite because he's obnoxious. That's
like,
that's the worst kid you want to be around because he'll keep you up.
Firecracker.
Yeah, because he's goddamn annoying. Just doesn't stop talking. It's just I'm just like
get out,
lady. Even if it's a man,
kitty,
get out.
That's all kids though.
You have to say it in the ambiguous accent where it's like
ba.
Yeah,
get out.
You don't know where it's from, but it could be anywhere.
It could be.
It's
European.
somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Probably Eastern European, if you had to guess. I don't know where the name Jan comes from, but I definitely
ambiguous.
think whatever is over in Eastern Europe.
There's a body of water between us and them.
So we don't need to know them.
Yeah, like
they're different
enough.
from us.
Yeah, they're not on this landmass, so it's us versus them.
Us versus them. Tribal warfare must commence again.
Who versus?
Dude, I pass by this CVS every single time I go to Mom's that has that C out. I just think of who versus.
It's always
just
every
VS.
time.
Yeah, literally every time. Who are we doing it versus though? Because I'm just like, hey, fix the light, but it makes me laugh every time I see it.
Yeah, but maybe don't.
Such a simple little thing.
It's so good though.
What, you too? Do you pass by that way at all?
No, I don't think so. But I've seen a CVS.
You've seen the sign?
Yeah.
It's
and I see it.
There's
like,
no
in
reason
other
to be as funny as it
too.
is.
Yeah. Anytime I see like just a VS that's lit up or whatever.
But who?
Yeah.
Who are we doing it versus?
Who are we against?
Truly. Well, I forget what I was going to talk about, but there was something that I wanted to say. I forget now. What's been going on with you? You were eating Japanese candy, watching Japanese shows.
Yeah.
Nick was just trying to really immerse himself into the experience.
I'm becoming a Japanese
He was like,
man.
he taped his eyes back. He was I really want to just feel like I'm there.
There's no tape on the eyes.
You were like on your chair like this. You had like a bowl of rice in your hands.
Well, I replaced my chair with a tatami mat.
Yeah,
I'm
chopsticks.
Sure you know what that is.
You got rid of your bed. It was like rolled up on the wall or like in your closet.
I'm trying to be more
you're like
simplistic.
You're like, it's actually smarter to do it this way. You like become a cunt.
Like, you guys are actually wrecking your backs by sleeping on the bed.
You like wear a kimono everywhere. You look like you're floating wherever you go from now on.
You can't see. There's just the light steps.
Yeah, I go in your room. It's like empty. You have like the most basic wooden desk that your computer's on now.
Everything. Yeah.
Your computer's still there though.
And it's all bamboo now.
Your computer's there though.
Yeah.
That's there.
That's always there.
Yeah. So minimalist to an extent,
But with some technology.
Yeah. Well, you have a computer and
it's very Japanese.
Empty room.
It's very Japanese.
And I go in, I'm like, where it
happened?
It was full of stuff.
Yeah. How did you get rid of all of this?
You couldn't even walk around this room before.
I was here an hour
You could benefit
ago.
from Japanese living, maybe.
Everyone could benefit from Japanese living.
It's just minimalism, honestly. If that's just what we're talking about.
Just have a mat for
throwing
everything.
All your shit out the window and just
gone forever.
Yeah. You forget about it. You're hitting cars.
They'll clean it up.
I mean, with your window, you're hitting like my car. You're hitting your car.
Not my car.
You're hitting like our neighbors.
My car's over there.
I don't park close.
Yeah, no,
I park far away to conceal my actual home.
Yeah, so I can just throw things out my window and it can land on other people's cars.
You do that a lot?
No, I would never throw a large object out onto someone else's vehicle.
Say Nick's a liar. That's fine.
Sometimes.
You can be a liar. You can be a liar.
Sometimes things break. And sometimes other things break them. Who's to say?
We just end the podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes things just sort of end. That would be an awful way to end a podcast. It would be very upsetting to anyone listening who is like, hey, guy.
What is It's Always Sunny?
I have a whole hour that I dedicated to this.
That are rabid fans.
You're rabid.
Frothing at the mouth.
27 subs, dude. Hey, it'll grow. It'll grow.
Why are you doing that thing with your eyes?
We should another viral short video to go crazy. The one about my elementary school teachers, doing his thing. That one surprisingly didn't do very well, which is crazy to me.
Almost too real, I think. I think it was too
Screaming.
real. Yeah,
Yeah, but people like the real, you know?
Yeah.
I like the real at least.
well, they don't like.
I want to see the vein popping out. I want to know he's actually mad. Show me the fury.
You want to? Yeah, I get that from you.
Like, if you don't show me the fury, I don't believe you.
Yeah, that sounds about
I
right.
simply don't believe you.
But most
That
children
might be like autism, maybe. Who knows?
Well, there's definitely some autism mixed in there.
Yeah.
But you don't go to a doctor.
I always thought it was ADHD, but now I'm more thinking autism, you know? Seems more accurate. They both got hyper focus, right? That's the thing.
You don't focus on anything.
But the thing is, I can. That's how this podcast gets done. It's the only reason this podcast gets
You
done.
just focus on it like really hard for in one sitting.
Yes.
You do it all. Jesus Christ.
Yes. That's how it has to get done, or else it won't. Or else I'll forget about it, and the day before I'll be like, oh shit, gotta do it now. But it hasn't been like that recently, guys. Don't worry. I usually finish the episodes before the weekend. And we record these on either Monday or Tuesday, which is pretty good, you know? It's pretty good to finish before the weekend. It's pretty good.
I can't believe you don't just do like half.
Half?
At most. Yeah.
Half of a job? Yeah, right, dude. I either do it all or none of it. That's why nothing gets done.
Maybe autism. Yeah, maybe.
Nah, dude. There's nothing about that. If you just say nah, dude, you basically get out of everything. Got out of that.
That's not how that works at all.
But I got out of it.
Except,
you know?
you didn't just get out. You just like admitted defeat without admitting it.
And you just fucking miss.
It didn't miss. It's direct.
I just have to go like this and dodge it. Isn't that crazy?
It's a direct hit straight between your eyes.
Yeah, but to dodge it, and
you didn't.
You just sit there like, because you're like, how did? That's all it took.
That
just it's
the slightest moving out of the path.
Trump.
Well, that was like a full turn. He was like, "That's not." Oh. That's still less of a turn. Yeah. That'd be more.
We should be testing this with actual guns.
We're ballistics masters.
Like those channels.
Let's go out in the field.
We talked about the last episode. We go out in the field. Yeah, but they're testing the wrong thing. Those idiots. Like I said, they're just testing. Like,
they're not.
If it was like a hoax, like if he meant to shoot him in the ear or not.
But they're not like getting the real work done. Like we would have you being the target.
I would shot.
Shoot in the ear. Yeah, and I'm the eagle eyes sniper.
And he's gonna miss the ear and just hit me in the head,
straight in the brain.
Test was conclusive. You're like,
test concluded.
You're like looking at the camera. Yep. And
easily.
And consider that done.
It was all a conspiracy.
The camera like zooms in on me, just like in the background.
Actually, did like triple the distance that the sniper was at.
Yeah, you're just like
it's really not that.
I had to prove my skill.
Everybody has to know that it could have been done.
And then you put on sunglasses and one way or another starts playing.
Explosion behind me.
You get on a motorcycle,
just ride off into the sunset.
Just wind blowing. Yeah,
that's more like a horse. Like we're riding a horse now.
No, you're like going over bumps. And,
we're like in the Nevada desert, like with the dunes.
With the explosions.
Yeah.
And you're like going up a ramp.
That's science.
Yeah, you like jump off it and then land back on it.
Like BMX.
You have a
trick.
stunt double.
No. I do all my own stunts.
Well, you're
like
going to eat
Jackie
shit
Chan.
if you're doing these stunts.
It's more realistic that
Nick
way.
is not. You're not physically able to do these stunts.
I can physically do any of these stunts. Nah. I do stunts every single day.
Would you be a stuntman in Hollywood, Nick?
I would absolutely be a stuntman. That would be fun.
So you wouldn't be an actor. You'd be a stuntman. That would be your move.
I'd pivot as an actor who does his own stunts.
So you'd be a dramatic actor that also side hustles as a stuntman.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be like a sitcom actor?
I could do that like in my off time.
Like on that 70s show, you'd be doing the Fez.
Like I could just I could do like a short cameos.
What are we doing, guys?
Yeah, like just pop in for a minute.
Just like in the circle, just like what are we doing, guys?
Like
this seems crazy.
Yeah, you guys are wild.
more the ambiguous nationalities.
Always into ambiguous nationalities.
I don't know why.
Where's
it's
it from?
always so funny.
Well, it's because you can't pinpoint exactly where it is.
But they have to be from somewhere.
They're not from America.
Right.
And you know that.
Clearly.
Everybody knows that.
That's the most obvious thing.
Yeah. But where, though? Though?
And that's the least obvious thing.
Because the skin is like a nice light coffee, usually.
Usually it's just not like
some
this.
heavy cream in there.
If it's not like this.
Yeah. But it's also not like too dark, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, because we got everything. We're the melting pot, you know?
Yeah, America
But for some reason,
best.
tan...
Yeah, always tan.
Is the outlier.
Without even...
But white and dark black is not. That's just very normal in America. Isn't that interesting? White and dark black skin.
Well, there's
that sounds... I'm getting my mouth watering over here. I'm just imagining like a swirled cone. But
like a
you're
chocolate
imagining humans, so that's why you look confused. I'm just like, but it's not
ice
about,
cream.
Yeah, I'm thinking about ice cream. I'm not thinking about people. So that's why I'm getting hungry.
We're talking about people.
It's a little different. Yeah, but my mind went to ice cream. Is that autism?
No, that's just being a fat
That's
ass.
gonna be the title of the episode. Just, is that autism? Because that's really the question for today. Maybe I need to go take a test.
Maybe see a doctor instead of taking your own personal test. That's like I can fit.
What's some quack gonna tell me? How to eat my food? What the fuck?
Yes.
I don't need some quack telling me that shit.
Listen, retard. You have autism, and you need to do what I tell you to do to survive.
Shut up.
Yeah. Like, you're like
that's my response.
Yeah. Doctor up here. Yeah. Autist down here.
My autism gives me this special ability of saying to the doctor.
To the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, then he'll probably be like, "This." It
makes me able to say the word retard and be like, "Hey, it means one thing to me, and it means, hey, you're a fucking idiot," and that's all it means. Unless I'm talking about someone who's mentally retarded, which is there's the distinction is there.
Well, you can't say mentally retarded anymore. Now it's
disabled.
Yeah, which seems like meaner, right?
It does.
Doesn't it? Like, because
I wouldn't consider it a disability.
Yeah, like how are you disabled?
So, it's more of an insult.
Yeah, like I would think, right? In my mind, it seems more insulting. Like,
well, like midgets.
So like little person.
They prefer,
like you're just a little.
I think
guy.
they prefer little people, don't they?
Not a midget that I've heard. Midgets like
direct,
whatever, but little person, they're like, you're coddling me. I'm not a little person. Yeah, like I'm not a little person. I'm not less of a person. Just call me a midget, dude. Mini me.
If I had a mini me around, that'd be fun, dude.
No, I would
just like
kill
defending
the mini
me. He would literally kill you if you tried to do anything to me.
He wouldn't, though.
He would kill you in your sleep.
I would kill him in his wake.
Inkling he had that you would do anything to me. And we need to watch the third Austin Powers on Patreon.
Sure.
We'll do that soon. Did we watch Austin Powers last?
If
we did, we need to watch The Road to El Dorado first. And then we need to watch the next Austin Powers.
I think that was last. Yeah, it was
Austin Powers 2. I think so. But we'll do that like next week or something when we do the Patreons. Because we just released I think Austin Powers 2 or the Fraternity one last week. Which, like we said, we do 2 a month. So if you want to check out the Patreon, 2 extra episodes a month.
Enticing.
We do a regular talking episode, and then we do one where we watch something. And it's been Austin Powers recently, and also, hand-carved mahogany.
Dude, who doesn't love that shit?
Some hand-carved
Break it down.
mahogany.
Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Insane?
like you acting like I'm the unreasonable one.
Literally the sturdiest wood known to man. Are you serious? And hand-carved? Get out of my face.
Like, bro, you want me to use my hands on this hand-carved door?
You're asking for too much.
What?
Truly.
They use tools. Tools were made.
Well, like, that's how the pyramids were made, right? That's just slavery.
Slavery.
Did they figure that out? Did they debunk that? Was that like the gods helped? Or were they just like, nah?
The gods helped.
The gods told the guy to enslave the people, and, is that what it is?
Well, that's God's influence.
Well.
If God gave you the power to whip someone into doing whatever, would you not?
Hey, Athens fraternity experiment. given an ounce of power, you will utilize it to the furthest extent that you can take that. You know what I'm saying?
That's just human nature, baby.
And I know it. And now, you're not really given that much power in life, which is most people aren't really given that much power in life.
No, that's why they have children.
I think that's why people go so crazy. If they either don't have children or if they aren't in a position where they feel like they have any sense of control, over their lives, they're just like they crumble. They become a shell of what they once were, or what they were at one point, basically.
You think that because they don't have kids,
Nick's
or they
dying.
do?
Because they don't have like a sense of like they are they're in control of their life, like they're in the driver's seat.
Well, like I think that's why some people do have kids. Is like so that they have an immense amount of control over someone's life. Joe. Many parents, Joe included, probably
our parents.
Yeah, are like, hey, my life sucks. But hey, when I tell this kid what to do, that feels pretty good.
Which is the worst reason to have a kid.
That's why our parents
had a kid. Well, like people who had kids to help them do work. It's like you don't have a kid because you want them to have a good life, and you're like, let's make this about them. It's like, hey, I need something from this.
Well, that back in the day that made sense. Like when there was the risk of starving to death, sure. Yeah, whatever. I
can't have 4 kids. I gotta chip it down. Yeah, I need 3 now. When I have 4, I gotta do something.
Yeah,
little Susie's.
You gotta survive.
Little Susie's been a little sick recently.
We don't have medicine.
Let's go on a walk, honey.
Those were the days.
Christ. I mean, well, there was like all that talk about like the Chinese like drowning all the non-male kids, right?
Yeah.
Is that real?
They did that for sure.
Yeah. Well, we never did that right in America.
I mean, people I'm sure have done it.
Yeah, they did. Like, people did that.
Like all over, I bet people have done that.
Yeah, they did.
Like, and still do to this day, I think.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Yeah. But I bet they do it.
Yeah.
I bet. I was gonna say I bet like people like who don't have a lot of money, home birth.
Yep.
They're like, this isn't
on the record anywhere.
Should we just like?
Yep. And they do.
Who's gonna find this?
Julian.
I mean, what's the records? Hey, you! Get away! A cat. Let's see how he reacts. Is he just gonna attack the wire?
Nah, dude.
Julian's continuing his Julian the cat is continuing his reign of not liking the food, and because of that he's bugging us in every way he can imagine in order to get us to try to change the current situation.
He's gonna eat the food.
Yeah, he will. Well, it's gonna be there all night, so you'll either eat it or you won't.
He'll eat tomorrow if he doesn't eat today. He's fine.
There's food there.
Yes,
and hey, it tastes just like everything else.
He'll be fine.
Who knows how he's able to tell the difference, but it's all the same. Tell you what, it all smells the same. Cat food all smells like the same. And he's distracting Nick again just with his presence. We just need to lock him in a room. Get it. Yeah, see, he's distracting Nick. You just need to put him just in a box somewhere.
I'm not
just so Nick can't see him. Maybe Nick's autistic. Is
No.
Is this autism?
That's ADHD.
Oh, so Nick has ADHD and I have autism.
Yeah, what's our superpowers?
Which I don't like it, but it
is what it is.
It's not totally always good. Just turning the brain off.
I mean, we're also undiagnosed and diagnosing ourselves. Wow. So like,
but it's all just with I feel like it's pretty normal for people with our condition to do that. So maybe maybe it's all coming together.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan.
What is that called? Is that the Dunning-Kruger effect? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Where you think you know enough about a subject to consider yourself a master, but you don't know enough to actually be a master and to actually know what you're talking about. So it's like we're convincing ourselves that we think we know that we have this because we think that we've learned enough for it to be so.
Well, I mean, that sounds possible, but I don't know if that's, if that's the Dunning-Kruger.
Are we lying to ourselves? No, who knows, dude? I mean, I feel like you could apply anything to anything, but that's a different conversation. People are always like, well, there's just that one guy who's like, man, these guys are high. And it's like, yeah, so what, dude? What are you going to do about it?
Well, they're better than you.
In zero ways is that true, Nick's statement. But you can think that. You just don't comment it, you know? I don't give a fuck. You can think it.
They can comment it.
You can. I'll just start deleting it at this point. I don't want to see it. Get that out of here. I don't want people saying you guys are awesome or people saying, like, you guys suck. One or the other. One or the other.
One or the other?
One or the other.
No.
Don't talk about us being high.
No.
That's the obvious. That's, hey, dude, oh, you looked at the screen. Congrats. All right, you know what I mean? Like, what do we talk about in the episode?
Passion for weed, I guess.
You like Nick's Black Socks? That's what you guys focus on.
People like feet, dude.
That's what you guys focus on.
I got feet.
It's goddamn annoying. Talk about something else, please. Talk about how I wore a green man suit in the last episode. Wasn't that cool? You didn't watch it? Go watch it. It's cool.
Don't talk about that.
You like the beginning where I surprised Nick? He had no idea it was going to happen. That was genuine. It was good. It's a good time. That's what we're here for. We're here for a good time.
Was in normal clothes seconds before.
Yeah. Literally. I started recording like 4 minutes before Nick came out here, and then I came out. And I had to yell to make sure he was out here. That's why I was like,
He had to.
Autism. Is this autism?
Well, it's definitely not a case against autism. For
It's definitely a case for.
Yeah.
What's Asperger's? Is there?
It's a form of autism, I think.
Well, maybe. Dunning-Kruger. No, but who knows? Maybe I do need to see a professional. That'd be cool.
Well,
but also
expensive.
It's like,
yeah,
yeah.
Do
I really want to know?
That's kind of my
Do I want to know?
Not really.
What if I do know?
What's the benefit?
Yeah. What? How do I proceed? Like,
what now?
Do I? Because I mean, it's if I feel relatively fine, it's what could it change that would be beneficial or not a hindrance to what I currently like about myself.
Yeah, that's what doctors ruin.
Yeah, that's why the depression meds didn't work, because it's like you become a zombie. You get zonked.
It's like, I tried.
No humor. You just get through life just in a haze. Like the first time you smoke weed, where you just are like, oh, dude, how do I even look at it fucking remote?
I didn't even know I was high, dude. I was just walking around. I was like, can I even drink water while I'm smoking?
Everything's just like, well, for me, I couldn't move my eyes, so I'm just like staring forward, just like I could only move my head to like see things. So like I looked at Brad's remote and I was like, whoa, dude, this thing, like I had to scan it in order to look at it. I was like, how do I change the channel, dude? Like, where's the channel button?
Jesus Christ.
I still remember that.
First time I smoked was on the back of Vantage Point Place on the...
He's just saying our old street name. It sounds like a sniper's position.
Yeah, it's the Vantage Point.
The Vantage Point Place. Point Place.
I wonder if that's even like a common street name.
What, Vantage Point? Well, Vantage is just the street, and then Point Place is like the name of the street, right? Because it would be drive, but Point Place is like a drive or like a street or like a road.
It's definitely like a street.
So Vantage is just the name of the street, but Point Place is like, because that's what in that '70s show, that's what their street's called, Point Place. It's like, yeah, I think it's like road or drive or like cul-de-sac.
All right, so yeah, it's a very obvious word that is. You might need to bleep that.
I mean, we don't live there anymore, so it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Are You Garbage asks their famous guess what the name of their street that they grew up on is called.
For some reason, your contact location is still set.
Our old address, yeah. Well, I remember that we did. Like when we didn't live at that house anymore, that we all smoked weed on the back porch.
Yeah.
Who all was there? Like all the people that we grew up childhood with?
I think minus like Bridget, maybe.
That's kind of crazy.
And Katie
She was there.
There.
Yeah. It's just kind of funny, you know.
Connor and Ian were there for him.
It's just funny to think that the group of kids that we grew up with were all just there doing drugs.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of like end game.
Rural Ohio.
Yeah.
I think that was the last time we were all together.
Yeah.
We all just getting high.
Pretty much.
Very apropos.
Yeah.
You know, very much, you know, our friends. You know. And they're all just doing their own thing now at this point in time. One I believe is a lawyer in New York.
I don't even recognize the street anymore, dude.
Who knows what everyone else is doing? A sign language interpreter, I think one of them is.
They let the tree just grow down in the yard. You can't even see the house anymore.
Oh, was that Google Street View?
Uh-huh.
Do you see what year that was? Did you see the copyright?
2024.
Oh, so
this is a year ago. October of 22.
If only we could actually creep on these people and see what they did to our childhood house.
Well, they have the garage door open and this back door open so you can see through the house to the yard.
I remember that. It almost seems like a fever dream. Like that house never actually existed.
Yeah, right? right.
It almost feels like that was just a memory implanted in my head.
Like the Bricks house looks nothing like I remember it.
Oh, maybe
except for the addition.
Because I bet they still live there, and I bet they just like totally redid everything. Our neighbors were like crazy about like just doing stuff, right?
Yeah, they just did things.
They were just like, I just saw them as just people that just always were just doing all kinds of shit. Like they adopted a bunch of kids. They built the fence on behind their house, like around their house. It was like a real nice fence too. They like apparently added an addition to their house. Like these guys are just they have an idea and hey, they do it. They go for it. They're like, hey, we want another kid. Hey, we don't want to actually go through having a kid, but we can go adopt one, and then we have another kid.
And they did it again and again. I think they had at least 3.
They could have done it,
and that was
even longer after we had left.
And they
could
probably
be doing
did.
it now.
They
could be running a foster home themselves.
They might be.
They honestly are. They honestly probably are running a foster home. Maybe not in that home, but just they have one.
That's the office.
They have. Yeah, that's HQ.
I remember being in there and seeing all the mods they had on the inside of the house for their disabled foster kids they were doing.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Well, that was years later after we moved out. I went back. Vespo's there.
Our old dog.
I don't remember
they took
why
our
I
old
was
dog
there.
when we left that house. Our dog did not come with us because our mom like moved to like an apartment or something at that point.
Somewhere.
Couldn't take a dog, so neighbors took her. I think she passed like a few years ago, actually. You know?
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. She was still peeing. Old. She was still peeing herself when she got excited when I saw her. She did it right on the floor and she saw me. I was like, just
annoying to this day. You know,
how are you?
Where it's like,
peeing yourself still.
What's up? Is there like a?
That was a good home for her. You know, one where they can like tolerate and deal with that stuff.
Yeah,
and not have the owners freak out.
There used to people peeing on the floor.
Yeah. Kind of, basically.
And that's
like, we'll just clean that up.
You get it, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the kids. Yeah, the kids weren't always in best health, but that was the joke, basically. You know, it is what it is.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I feel like I might have autism, because I don't feel bad about making those kinds of jokes at all. I'm like, I kind of feel almost one with them in a way.
Yeah, that's something. That's something for sure.
Where it's like
some kind of mental issue.
I almost don't even mean it as an insult. I'm just like, it's an observation.
You're not.
I'm
helping.
Just looking at stuff. Using my eyes.
Yep. And then translates into thoughts, which translates into your words, just all at the same time.
Yep.
And that right there.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yep.
That's how the sausage gets made.
No. Nope.
Did you watch the ordinary sausage video, dude?
The
today?
massive hot dog.
Big hot dog. And it was actually
big
good.
Dog.
It looked repulsive.
I'd still eat it, though.
And he also didn't boil it first, which he should have.
And probably put it in a casing.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Did not look very good
for
at
a
all.
sausage man. He's not
the
best at making sausages.
Nope. He's been kind of losing his mind, I think. If you don't know who Ordinary Sausage is, you're missing out on the point of YouTube, basically. So go find him.
Like, it's definitely like out of things that he wants to sausage. He's like, I'm
dude
so sick of this.
The dude is an enigma. He's just doing it just because he feels like he has to at this point. You know?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's an
probably
obligation.
pays his bills now.
Well, it's going into his savings account. That shit is building.
Checking, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
saving.
you just keep buying shit.
Yeah, just swipe the card.
Hey, swipe it.
Throw it on the card.
Debit.
You got that
Swipe
YouTube
it on debit.
money.
Yes.
Yeah, debit.
Put it on debit.
Yes, I have the PIN.
Yes, put it on debit. Yes, give me the phone.
I want $20 in change back, please.
Thank you. That's for you.
Enjoy yourself.
It's all about tricking the people that you need to be nice to, and making them think that you're a dick, but actually then being nice. So they're like, "Oh man, I thought you were gonna be an asshole, but you're actually cool. All right, cool, man." It's just a switcheroo, you know?
Yeah.
Like you see a server, you're like, "Hey, you," and they come over, they're like, "What's wrong?" And you're like, "I just want to say, can I like give my compliments to the chef for this? This is
that has never happened.
The best steak that I've ever had in my life." Hey, Bucko.
Over here, now.
I love this.
This is divine. I've never tasted something.
I'm going to
so
need to speak with the chef at this moment to discuss what exactly his preparations is, because this is divine.
I don't think anyone's ever done that at
That'd
a
be funny,
restaurant.
though.
Yeah.
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
Maybe like if you know the server.
Hey, servant boy.
Yeah. You, runner, over here. Come on.
Hey,
I have a thing to say.
Slave.
Yeah.
Come here. This is
person that I get to verbally assault for nothing.
This is the best food I've ever had in my life, and I want to thank you for giving me this experience right now.
You've truly crafted an atmosphere that is welcoming to all kinds.
A truly wonderful, mind-numbing and mind-expanding experience.
That'd be hilarious.
I almost want to blow my brains out right in front of you, sir.
Just right in the restaurant.
Do you think that'll bring more customers in?
You think your cooks want to see that? Bring them out here.
We had podcasters, Alex and Nick Urbanski, in here, and Alex just shot himself in the head just at his table. He thought that it was going to bring more customers, but we had to shut down immediately.
Nick's just shrieking.
He didn't say any words. He just kept shrieking the whole time. He sounds like a hyena.
We had to put him in the walk-in so that you don't have to hear him. Listen.
Yeah. He's still shrieking.
It's crazy.
We've tried to tell him to shut the fuck up, but he just doesn't listen.
Told him he's a little pussy, and he's still just crying.
We yelled, "Hey, bitch!" at him, and he just doesn't listen.
Yeah, like bitch boy. Why the tears?
Hey,
why are you crying? Yeah, just progressively getting louder.
Just in your face. Hey,
just saying hey over and over. Nothing else.
Just hey.
Yeah.
And
hey,
and that quickly after another. Hey. So you get like panicked if you don't. You just suddenly get like, oh god, I need to say something.
Just the anxiety going.
Yeah. Shit.
Just
how long can I
shrieking.
sit here while he says this to me?
How long do I have to endure this?
How long must I endure? Oh my god. I mean, torture is a hell of a thing, dude.
It is.
I couldn't be tortured because hey, what do you need to know? I will tell you everything. I'll make shit up too if to make this stop. That sounds convincing.
Yeah, just make it up to make it stop.
Yeah. I'll make it sound real.
Yeah. Oh,
what do you need?
The ones that
what
don't
do
figure it are the ones that get it the worst.
Yeah. Just you can figure it out. Dude, it was Johnny Glass. You gotta find him and take him out.
Johnny Glass. That's who you're going with.
It was Johnny Glass. He's a man you want to stay away from. He's a man of means and you know.
Oh my god, this knife is real.
Who are you? You don't know who I am? No, man. I'm Johnny Glass. So good, dude. Workaholics. Season 1, I believe. It's just great.
I believe that it was. Season 1 had like all the really good episodes.
Yeah. If you don't watch Workaholics, you're a dummy.
I mean, that's definitely like our demo. Would be people that watch Workaholics, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Always Sunny was like before us, but we like caught up to it.
Yeah.
Workaholics was our demo.
Yeah, for sure.
Those boys are still going.
And now they're old though.
Now they're old, but they still are. they're still themselves.
They're still young books.
They're still them boys. I think they're about to get 100K on YouTube finally.
Dang.
Yeah, they were not that for so long. And they're actual famous people, so they should have more.
But they're not as funny as us.
Well, they are. There were, I get a lot of my ideas for bits from, like the Honda Ridgeline. That's not mine. It's Blake Anderson.
Don't give people credit for that.
I'll credit Blanderson.
Don't credit artists.
I love them, though. I will credit them. Blanderson.
They're the enemies.
They're not our enemies. If anything, I would love to just meet them.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Well, Anders and I have the same birthday. So that's
pretty crazy.
That's something we can talk about. Hey, May 29th.
Me and Kodak Black have the same birthday.
A dead guy?
Kodak Black's not dead.
I was thinking of XXX.
Kodak Black just beats women.
He was just the gay guy. That's right.
No, he beats on women.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's super cool.
He's pretty current. He's pretty lit.
Is he? I don't even... He was.
He's like Kai Cenat.
I don't know. I'm not.
He's like I Show Speed.
I don't know who any of these people are.
These are young black streamers who are like in their early 20s and are absolute billionaires.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, Kai Cenat has like over 100,000 people watching him just play Elden Ring, which is great. He looks like, yeah. He kind of looks like a guy who would punch a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Kodak Black. His hair is kind of weird.
Well,
he has it like come off in like 6 distinctive puffs. That you can count them.
It's his style.
You can count them. Oh, I've definitely heard of him. Yeah. He has 13 million followers. Wow. Imagine being that popular. Can't even do it.
That's like insanity.
Can't even do it. It is insanity. It's literally insanity. Yeah. Like the workout. Insanity.
Fucking Kodak Black.
We don't need to talk about rappers, but I told you I listened to the Kendrick song. That shit was so good.
Well, everybody.
I'm not gonna listen to the Drake song.
No, nobody has.
I'm not gay. We talked about that last week. I don't like guys, so I'm not gonna listen to Drake.
You like penis, but you're not gay.
You can appreciate penis without wanting it in or around you.
But as far as I know, you do want it in and around you. Your orifices, that is.
No.
Okay. What are you, Republican now?
Dude, fucking, I hate just the rights of anybody except me. It literally fills me with so much rage.
I can get on board with that.
It makes me want to go inside of a restaurant and shoot myself in the head.
After shooting the clients?
No.
I'm
just there to make a statement. This was so fucking good.
And then you're going to eat the...
Just... Like, I'm just sweating.
Like, it's that
making a big deal of it. Like, I'm getting on the table.
You're making a big deal of it?
I'm going to do it. And then I do it.
And then you're actually going to do it.
Yeah. So they know that I actually
I'm going to do it.
They're like, he said he was going to, and we didn't believe him. And we should have believed him.
And then moments later...
his head was gone.
His head was... Yeah, the back of his head was a mush.
And that's what happens if you eat some food that's too good. I mean, honestly, it's unpredictable, especially around our mom. Have someone
that's probably unrelated.
So, have someone that has a gun that shouldn't have a gun is what I'm trying to say.
What about someone that shouldn't have a gun that has many guns?
Well, that's also my mom. We're talking about the same person.
We are, yeah. She could probably have a small army.
Well, Bob was like, "You aren't taking my guns," and I'm like, "Bob, I didn't even say anything about
I don't want your gun,
situation." Well, yeah, I'm like, well, he said that in the response to her, and he was talking to me. He's like, "You aren't taking my gun." I'm like, "Hey, dude."
Well, yeah, of course.
I've said nothing so far in this situation.
Well, when would you have had time to talk?
Why? I don't want your gun. I wouldn't. You're going to go. You go first. Take everything.
Have all the guns you want.
Take them all. You think I'm going to know?
I'll take this pistol.
I don't even want
Is
a
that
pistol.
good? Is that good? Are you happy now?
What do you do with a pistol?
Shoot someone.
Why do you need to shoot someone?
Homeland Security.
Allegedly. Nick, you're not doing Homeland Security.
With the gun, I am. I'm patrolling, dude.
Neighborhood Watch.
Who's up to some nonsense?
Neighborhood Watch is not armed.
This one is.
We pay for it. You reimburse us.
You got to keep the receipt.
Well, I would keep the original.
Oh, give them the copy?
You give them the original.
and then you keep the copy.
Yes.
So then how would I get reimbursed?
Well, I'm sure there's some sort of reimbursement, like return policy system that they have set up.
All right. Hopefully.
Yeah, and if they don't,
like, how are they going to notice?
Like, I mean, the gun store probably has cameras, so they can be like, "Oh, this guy clearly bought this gun on this. There's the times."
And then you shoot it like twice, and then you return it.
I don't like this gun.
Yeah, this gun.
It shoots. It's wrong.
It doesn't feel right.
It's too metal. You want a less metal gun, sir? Yeah.
It's like a polycarbonate.
I need a gun that just like explodes after one shot, with no trace that it was a gun.
You're talking about a crossbow?
Sir, are you talking about a crossbow, or are you talking about a 3D printed gun? Well, I was talking about a 3D printed gun, but a crossbow sounds pretty useful. I didn't consider that beforehand. Yeah. How about explosive bolts?
Modern hunting?
What's modern hunting? Like what crossbow?
We hunt a man with a crossbow.
Dual wield? You miss one. I feel like at that point you switch to the other.
Yeah, but at that point I feel like you could do like some Black Flag shit where you got like all these holsters with all the crossbows in it. You just go like bang, 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 bang. Yeah.
You like get rid of them as soon as you shoot it. You're like, I don't need that anymore.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
That's gone. You should have. They should have like straps on them to like loop and like come back. Like
just like a string attached to the crossbow. Just have a belt.
Yeah, so you could just like throw them, but they'll still like.
Yeah, but you're dragging behind you while you're running.
Like those those key extensions.
Oh, that comes back to you.
Yeah,
to where it like retracts.
Yeah, those are cool.
Now I was imagining
get one of those,
having like 9 mini crossbows.
9.
Yeah,
you're like fucking
holsters,
Van Helsing up in here,
like Black Flag, dude.
You think you're a fucking vampire
holsters.
slayer?
Yeah, dude.
Guillermo. You think you're Guillermo?
Yeah. You got Van Helsing in my blood.
Like, if anything,
string on the handle.
If anything, you are Guillermo, but not the cool Guillermo. You're like season 1 Guillermo.
You're Colin Robinson, so have fun with that.
If anything, I'm Nandor, dude.
No, you wish you were Nandor. Nandor is who you think you are in your head.
What? I'll kill you.
Will you though,
dude? If anything, I'm just gonna go to sleep in my vampire tomb. I'm a zombie vampire.
You're not a zombie vampire.
In DayZ, I could be. Hey, if I can reference DayZ, I'll do it, even if it's in the very end of the podcast, because it doesn't matter.
Gotta crash and burn it, baby.
Well, when you have as much time in DayZ as I do, it's almost like a second life.
It's almost like, why even bother?
It's almost like a second life, you know.
Have you killed yourself in DayZ?
What have you been playing, Nick? What have you been playing? You still been playing that one game?
Atomic Crops?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's been playing that for like weeks. I think he said that last week too.
I did say that last week.
I've been playing Mecha Break. You see that?
No.
Mecha Break playtest.
That's the playtest that you were doing? I saw that.
Yeah. It's so good.
Is it like released?
No. I only got in because I was watching a streamer play it, and it was like, hey, here's a drop. And I was like, oh. It's just Armored Core, but multiplayer. And it's fun as fuck.
I still need to play Armored Core.
Makes me want to play Armored Core, but I'm like, it's $60.
Yeah, that's what stopped me. And then it was on sale for like $10 off, and I'm like, that's
not
enough.
Mecha Break's going to be free at least, so you can play that when it comes out, and that's fun. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's going to be free.
I'm sure Armored Core will go on sale soon.
Yeah, but if this is free in the same... I mean, it's fun as fuck. It's just overwhelming. Fucking 6-on-6 with mechs that can move quick and just doing a bunch of crazy shit, explosions.
It's pretty cool.
It is. It's very cool, but you know, what's the name first of all? Mecha Break.
Yeah, they need to change that.
Bad name. Fun game. I have to say, you can customize your person as well as the mechs.
Is it like Titanfall, where you can like get in and out of it?
No. You were just in the mech the whole time.
No. So there's no real point in doing the pilot.
No. But there's like a whole like in-depth custom character creator for some reason in the beginning.
Is it a Japanese game?
I think so. Yeah. But you can make the mechs look fucking sick, dude. Just because you can change all the colors, make them look however you want.
However, like in whatever color.
And it's all about, with men, it's all about just making a fighting robot as cool as your heart can make it to your eyes.
That's every man's dream and has been since being a child.
So go out and make a mech yourself today, guys. And we'll see you next week on the next episode of Brother Brother. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment wherever you are listening and watching this. Like it, subscribe it.
Hit the bell.
And you want to be notified when it's every Tuesday that these come out, so it's pretty on the dot every Tuesday at noon. But hit the bell, and you'll see whenever we post other videos, like little clips and shorts and stuff. So until next time, guys. Peace.
Bye.